Welcome back, I'm Rachel, and in this video I'm going to go over the structure of the talus bone. The talus bone is located at the back of each foot above the heel bone. If we look more closely at the medial and lateral view of the right foot, we can see highlighted in red the talus bone is located at the posterior region of the foot. If we look at the dorsal view, which is the top of the foot, we can see the talus bone highlighted in red in the posterior region of the foot. Now we're going to look at the different landmarks and features of the talus bone. Here we have the medial view, the lateral view, the inferior view, and the superior view of the right talus bone. This bone is saddle-like in shape and is the bone that links the foot to the leg. This bone has three regions. The first region of this bone is the head. The head region is the rounded distal portion of this bone. The distal surface of the head has a large articular surface for articulation with the navicular bone. The plantar surface of the head region has two facets for articulation with the calcaneus bone. The second region of this bone is the body. The body region is the proximal portion of this bone. The superior surface of the body region, also known as the trochlear surface, has a large facet on it for articulation with the distal end of the tibia bone. The lateral surface of the body has a facet for articulation with the lateral malleolus of the fibula bone. The medial surface of the body has a facet for articulation with the medial malleolus of the tibia bone. The plantar surface of the body has a facet for articulation with the calcaneus bone. The posterior surface of the body region has a rough projection extending from it known as the posterior process. This process has a lateral tubercle and a medial tubercle separated by a groove. The third and final region of this bone is the neck. The neck region is the narrow region found between the head and the body regions of this bone. On the plantar surface of the neck region, a deep groove is formed known as the sulcus tali. Now we're going to take a closer look at the bones the talus bone articulates with. This bone articulates with four other bones. The first of these articulations is with the calcaneus bone. The facets on the plantar surface of the head region of the talus bone articulates with the facets on the superior surface of the calcaneus bone. In addition, the facet on the plantar surface of the body of the talus bone articulates with the facet on the posterior of the superior surface of the calcaneus bone. The second articulation is with the navicular bone. The large facet on the distal surface of the head of the talus bone articulates with the facet on the posterior surface of the navicular bone. The third articulation is with the tibia bone. The large facet on the superior surface of the talus bone articulates with the articular surface on the distal end of the tibia bone. In addition, the facet on the medial surface of the talus bone articulates with the facet on the medial malleolus of the tibia bone. The fourth and final articulation is with the fibula bone. The facet on the lateral surface of the talus bone articulates with the lateral malleolus of the fibula bone. What about the muscles that attach to this bone? This bone actually has 0 muscle attachments and is the only bone in the foot with no muscle attachments. And that concludes this video on the structure of the talus bone. I hope you found it helpful.
Thank you for watching. If you want to support this channel, please subscribe and check out more of my videos.